I know.
Take care. Where's the friendly Vodian priest?
He worships at the altar of the Lady of the Lake. Sometimes Dagon worships.
I see.
Nothing can save you! Dog on a human leash. When will we stop fleeing?
moon wraiths. Who has the lady led to me?
Greetings. My name is Geralt.
A witcher, here to deal with the noon wraiths?
More or less.
I lead the life of a hermit with few luxuries, but make yourself at home. I can offer water, food, and a game of dice.
By your speech, I assume you're well educated.
Correct. I spent most of my life serving King Foltest as a diplomat.
Would it be forward if I asked what inspired you to seek isolation?
I can only state that I left when the Lady of the Lake summoned me to serve her.
Don't you get bored?
I brought my library when I went into exile. I used the knowledge in the books of herbs to prepare potions for the people of Murky Waters, who provide food in exchange.
Your knowledge could be useful.
Years of solitude have allowed me to copy some of my books many times over. I would be delighted to know these copies were of use to another.
Anything a witcher can do for you?
I do have a problem.
How can I help?
There's a druid's ring nearby with an ancient statue of the goddess. The place is saturated with the power and attracts dangerous entities.
Not surprising.
The wild hunt began haunting the ring recently. Its king hopes to lure the souls of the warriors laid in the kurgans by my hut.
I have dealt with the hunt. What would you like me to do?
Kill 9 phantoms, a hallowed number of the druids. Perhaps the appearance of a witcher will drive off the king of the hunt. As your reward, you may have a book on vampires, ownership of a hut, or a wreath of immortelles.
I can do that.
Remember this. The king of the hunt is a powerful opponent, and no mortal, not even you, can hope to defeat him.
So how do I fight him?
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the king of the hunt at bay. Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
How?
Can I ask you...
What is it?
Why does the Lady of the Lake seem skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Many fine knights set out seeking the Grail, abandoning their roles as guardians of peace. Now the Fisher King is mute, and the knight's gone.
But she's a goddess.
You know not how lonely a goddess. Do you think God...
Can I ask...
What is it?
What can the Wreath of Immortelles do?
You might find it useful.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
What do you know about the Wild Hunt?
'Tis a group of crazed spectres who traverse the heavens searching for souls like themselves. They are susceptible to magic, especially of the ritual kind.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I heard you're an expert on the legend of the Holy Grail.
You seek the Holy Grail?
I might.
Know that the legend of the Holy Grail has been studied.
You must know an abridged version. Say, 3 theories?
There are hundreds. But all right, 3. The classic theory, of which I might...
Tell me the
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magic. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds. And pain will turn into power.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only with...
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed, fortified.
Let's move on to the conspiracy theory. That one sounds interesting.
This was popularized by Bronze Dan and begins with a convoluted theory about the derivation of the word Grail. A few tortuous pages in, we learn the Holy Grail. Bronze Dan concludes that the Grail is actually the descendants of the prophet Lebioda.
Enough of this conspiracy.
Good choice. This
Sounds like...
all
Go on.
knights have been seeking the Grail for ages, yet none succeeded. Both the noble Lancel and...
Any specific instruction?
Unfortunately, I know only...
The conspiracy...
This was popularized by Bronze Dan.
Go on.
These descendants, talented in the ways of magic, were protected by a secret organization. The theory goes on to present the tempestuous and twisted fate of
Enough genealogy and genetics. I sense that's a fault.
Which theory should I present next?
The philosophical, mystical one.
The most esoteric. The Grail is a concept, a general understanding of good.
Interesting.
The Grail has no specific form or shape. It differs for each. This theory claims the quest for the Grail to...
What are you suggesting?
I serve the lady and am more insightful than you think. I know you return to the...
What?
At the end of your journey, the Grail may prove to be entire.
Thank you.
How can...
Can I ask?
What is it?
Who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your hermitage?
Knights who died serving the lady over the ages. Gavender defended her honour against the Black Skull Knight. Elavera perished at the foot of her altar fighting a water beast. Boar's tomb is...
Who lies beneath the fifth mound?
The last stands...
Who lies...
Knight.
Do you take care?
Indeed. That is how I serve the lady. Her power is strong near the kurgans. At night, sometimes...
Who is the Lady of the Lake?
I know her to be a goddess. At times I see her dressed in white, traversing the fields through morning fog, her bare feet...
Do you like her?
I love her. I believe the lady is not of this world. Mysteriously, she affects the entire... Yet her influence is subtle, and she never...
Intriguing.
How can I help?
Geralt,
Dandelion.
how did you get here?
By teleport.
Triss teleported me too. It was amazing. I always wanted to see what it's like.
She did that for you? Must be having an off day.
So why did Triss teleport you here?
Let's say she saved me from the kiss of death.
Interesting. Perhaps I'll use it in my new ballad. In any case, what a truly delightful place. Triss said we should stay here until Princess Ada stops dreaming of slitting your throat.
I have to agree. So, tell me about this place. In prose, if you don't mind.
It's a charming area, thoroughly magical in its mood. The peasants seem altogether happy, while the peasant women are,
Dandelion. Something specific?
Well, there's going to be a wedding. Alina, the village mayor's daughter, will marry Julian, a wealthy merchant from Kovir. Then there are the Vodianoi. Oh, Alina's taking care of Alvin.
Our Alvin?
Well, yes, unless he has a twin.
Dandelion.
Yes. Oh, I just remembered. Triss said you should watch him since others are after him. Or something like that.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Now to the tavern to meet some charming lass who'll get my spirits up.
Greetings, sir.
Never mind the sir. I'm Geralt.
'Tis a true honour. Geralt.
How are you with a bow?
Best in the village. I can hit an apple at 50 paces.
Great.
Yes?
Don't you want to be a builder like your father?
Not really. When my father refurbished our hut, the doors wouldn't close. The stairs are such that even the cat fears them, and when it rains...
I see.
Besides, I prefer to use my bow. One day, I'll enter a tournament in Vizima.
Good luck.
Yes?
Farewell.
Greetings. You'll not get any further. The bridge is
It doesn't look uncrossable.
There's just forests and meadows.
Thanks for the warning.
You're a witcher.
Yes.
Sir?
Need a witcher?
My life's work stands at the edge of oblivion. You alone can help.
What's the problem?
I had a dream. The river ghosts begged me for assistance. Me, a humble servant of the Lady of the Lake. A lifetime's chance to show my devotion.
Sure.
The old bridge I tended fell into ruin, yet the ghosts remained attached to it. They asked me to restore it to order.
How can I help?
What my son and I erect in daytime is destroyed each night. I'll wager it's damnable grigs.
My help will cost you.
Do you wish 400 orens, or a book about spectres and the king of the wild hunt? Or you can have my son's help during dangerous excursions. He's an excellent archer.
Let's trade.
Visit the old wench in the village. Beware, she's a witch, but she may know some means of driving off grigs.
All right. A small chapel to some divinity. He worships here.
I should move.
A customer.
Why so surprised?
Rarely do any buy arms in murky waters. I'm no salesman like my father.
Your father.
My father told me to sell arms. But if no one buys... Oh, but better not to argue with father.
Maybe he wanted you busy.
Perhaps. I'm to sit quiet and sell to those who want to buy.
See no signs of a wedding.
Greeting!
Hello.
How can I help the...
Who might you...
Master Handyman at your service. I handle repair.
You're rather versatile.
One has to survive, so I offer other services.
A hobby?
My kin and I yearned to build a flying machine. We built several already, but none worked. We had to cover the pilot's medical expenses.
I see.
Yes?
Berenger mentioned you know the legend of Raven.
I know nothing about the legend. I'm more interested in technology. That armor was a breakthrough in armor design, made possible by advances in metallurgy and smelting.
Very interesting. About the armor.
I can tell you about its qualities.
Good, but remember I know little about metallurgy or...
3 elements remain of Raven's armor. A spalder, a rear brace, and a gauntlet. The gnomes surpass us technologically by an age. Beneath Mount Carbon...
Can you tell me about the armor?
As you wish. The technologies I mention allow for the production of... As I said, only parts of the armor remain. To recreate the entire suit, you must find replacement material...
Any suggestions?
Search crypts where great knights were interred. I heard the counts of the Reuter dynasty wore similar armor. Pieces of that should be reforgeable. Maybe I should move.
Strange. You don't speak like one from Ривии.
Do witchers prepare magic potions?
Yes.
I'm desperate for a boy's attention. Have you perfume?
I'm not a walking perfumery.
I know you can make perfumes. I'd gladly pay you 50 orens.
Are you crazy? You'll own... I hope the elves leave this place as soon as possible.
I saw a Rusalka by the lake, but was puzzled to see her bleeding from the mouth.
What did he say?
She proved to be a Bruxa in truth.
How do you know what a Bruxa is?
My grandmother told me of vampires when I was young.
Tell me.
The Bruxa is a vampire. A vampire almost as horrid as the Nosferatu. Quite attractive. Bruxae easily lead foolish. Bruxae give you nightmares. Usually they remain silent, though they can scream.
Thanks. I'll be sure to smack any Bruxai.
I'm pleased to be of use. I dreamt of a world encased in ice.
my regards,
A
Mr.
refreshing
Witcher.
dream in heat like this.
Take a good look, Mr. Witcher. You're not likely to ever see another cow like this one.
She is impressive.
Look at that glistening coat. A tail, and that udder.
Mm-hmm.
We plan to mate her with a champion bull from Bullsville. That'll be something. A stock known round the world.
No doubt.
Our strong.
A true queen.
She just loves
What was this?
cows.
Look here! Our champion cow!
Greetings.
Hello.
What be your moniker?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Lucky to have two witches visit us. Ha ha! I, Tobias Hoffman, am the village chief.
Haha, yourself.
Beastie Beta, what brings you here?
I wanted to talk to you about the Vodyanoi.
Julian's in charge of that business.
Business?
He fishes treasures from the lake, renovates them, and sends them to markets in Visima.
Any work for a Witcher?
A creature looking like a fish with legs appears by the lake. They say the crypt in the fields is home to a beast. It has huge teeth, resembles a dead mother-in-law. Horrible, they say.
Any reward for these creatures?
Bring proof, and I'll be generous.
Tell me more.
About what?
Any non-humans around here?
Elves live on the shore. Pretty disagreeable lot. I thought to give them leftover food. They looked at me so cold I nearly froze. They're a strange bunch. Still, I've enough to do here in the village without worrying about them.
I heard there's going to be a wedding.
Yes, my dear daughter Alina is marrying a gallant, hard-working and honest fellow. You know the joy that finding a good lad for your daughter brings? No? Thought not. Fighting is all your kind thinks about.
That's not quite true, but listen, got any jobs for a Witcher?
There are more urgent matters. We'll need to discuss that another time.
Know where I can find the friendly Vodian priest?
He's often sitting by the altar of the Lady of the Lake. Sometimes he's driven off.
I see.
Greetings! What brings you here?
A wonderful aroma.
I'm cooking a traditional Temerian sauerkraut stew.
Any work for me?
If memory serves, a witcher is like a magical warrior.
I slay monsters, drowners, kikimors.
I'll doubtless need you sometime.
Any work?
Yes, I'm having terrible trouble with my husband.
What happened?
That old fool found himself a succubus. Thinks I can't hear them frolicking at night.
I'm to get rid of the succubus?
I learned an old folk remedy from my mother. I'll need 9 handfuls of glimmering dust from the hair of noon wraiths in the fields.
What about payment?
I have this herb manual listing local herbs. Bring me dust to scare off the succubus, and you'll have the book.
I'll take the job.
Deal.
You, sir, step here.
What is it?
I overheard you speaking with my wife. I have an offer for you.
Not interested in partying with your charming demoness?
My wife exaggerates about the frolicking. As a man, you understand innocent entertainment harms no one.
What do you propose?
A folk spell will put the succubus to sleep for a while. My wife will calm down, and afterwards, I can quiet...
What do you need?
9 handfuls of shadow dust from devourers.
What will I get in?
I have red meteorite, which can improve your sword. Or perhaps you'd prefer gold.
Sorry, I promised to help your wife.
Yes?
Farewell.
Yes?
Is your sister happy about getting married?
She's happy. She has no concern for her younger sister. Elena doesn't deserve happiness. Oh, how I hate that nymphette! Now she's ensnared Julian, a wealthy town merchant, while she wanders about with her nose in the clouds.
Don't worry. You'll find a good husband.
Better than Julian? Not, woe, I suffer for the masses, Adam? How pathetic. Or perhaps you mean the hermit? Such are my options. Did you see the—
Calm yourself.
Why take her side? Admit it, she's dazzled. Oh, how I despise her! She'll not have you. I'll give myself to you right now on the nearest rock. You merely need to give me a nicer ring than the one Julian—
I have the ring.
Show me. It must be— That's the ring? So be it. I'll show Alina I can have any man.
But—
Kiss me.
All right.
Handsome.
Somehow I cannot forget the maiden on Lakeside. I love weddings.
You'll only bring trouble. Oh, I forgot.
How could she have treated me that way?
Good morning.
Greetings. I'm Geralt the Witcher.
Dandelion once sang a love ballad about a witcher.
How heartwarming.
Are witchers like knights, struggling against evil and villainy?
Dandelion, I'm sure, described my profession realistically.
The ballad was romantic. Lovers bound by destiny, unable to meet.
Romantic indeed.
I'm to marry soon. What brings you here?
You taking care of Alvin?
Yes. He has such beautiful, big eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, my husband-to-be won't adopt Alvin.
Can I speak to Alvin?
Yes, he'll be in the village, or helping around the house.
Farewell.
Wait, I have a request. If you happen to pass by the inn, would you be kind enough to look in on my fiancé? And perhaps see if my sister Selena can be found anywhere.
Your fiancé's spending time at the inn?
We're not speaking. He's very irritated. We argued about Alvin.
Arguing already?
Julian wishes us to have our own children. He wants to send Alvin to the Temple of Melatella, or to be trained as a witcher. You'll find him at the tavern.
I see.
Treacherous vixen!
Hi, Geralt. I have a new home. It's nicer than Vizima was. It's just that I missed you.
You like it here?
I do! Are we gonna kill monsters together?
Alvin, fighting monsters is very dangerous. Promise you'll avoid it whenever possible.
I promise. There are elves around here. One is really beautiful, but she argued with Mr. Tobias. Can we play Kill the Elf?
Boy, I really need to talk to you and Alina.
It's not Alina. All the kids play it. I'm always the Grand Master.
We'll talk later.
Greetings, I'm Adam.
Geralt.
I strive to compose a love poem for my beloved Alina.
Ask Dandelion the poet. Supposedly he's pretty good.
He said love would inspire me. He busies himself performing a diversionary maneuver.
A maneuver?
He's courting the miller's daughter to make Miss Arlene jealous. Clever, that one.
Like a fox. Can I ask you something?
Yes?
You're in love with Alina? You know she's getting married.
I love her secretly, so you must be discreet. And marriage is never an obstruction to true love.
Bye.
Should I hurry?
otherwise find employment here.
Women,